Kwanza kabisa nataka nishukuru Baba Askofu kwa siku ya leo. Strategic plan is key for planning of the diocese. I think it's the first one and we want to thank God for it. Sisi kutoka kule Mshiriri tuko ndani ya hii. Sio ndani ya BBI, ndani ya hii kitu. Asante sana.
Asante. Tumpigie Meja Akofi. Na jinsi ambavyo amesema kweli hawa wako ndani ya hii kitu na inaonekana they are walking in the spirit, because in the strategic plan we have highlighted that after 5 years we want to have 5 new healthy facilities. And you can imagine already Musiri are on that. And so this year, when the bishop comes, he'll be visiting Mushiririe to dedicate a healthy facility at that place. When you allow the Spirit of God to guide you, you will find yourself doing the right thing.
The weather is very interesting. In a car like it is in April, and yet it's in February. Vindu vichenjanga. Yeah? Vindu vichenjanga. So don't be happy in April because God will tell you, I gave you rain in February. Na ulikuwa unafanya nini? So tunashukuru Mungu kwa weather. And you know, Bishop,
yes.
When I look at the weather patterns,
yes.
It just tells me how powerful God is.
Yes.
That He can do things that really defy nature. Because naturally, since I was born, February is usually a dry month. But looking at the way it is now, it's very different from how it has been in those past years. But that just makes me realize how powerful God is. He is over nature, He is over heaven, He is over earth. Na sisi ni kuendelea kumtumikia. Today is a wonderful day for me to be here and especially to celebrate your strategic plan. Nilienda kule Makunga kwa Meja Malala na nikaona wanatengeneza bricks. Nikakuja church yetu ya Cornerstone, sisi tukaanza kutengeneza bricks. Tushajenga jikoni, tumemaliza. Sasa hivi tunataka kujenga 4 rental units ambazo we rent out na the income inakuja kwa church, tuna support wachungaji, tuna support kazi ya Bwana. Na si mzuri kanisa liwe la watu la umaskini, because our Father in heaven owns 1,000 cattle on the hills. Well, you know, the injili imekuwa like, injili ni ya umaskini. Hapana, umaskini ni wa shetani. Na lazima tuondoe umaskini ndani ya nyumba ya Bwana. Huyu askofu mkitaka heshimike, lazima gari abadilishe kila namba. Niliambia kanisa langu la Consultancy, nikawaambia bishop wenu huyu Titus Khamala, even before I became an MP, shenzi yangu mwendo express of Binyana shenzi refu mwerenza Nairobi. Kama naenda kazi ya Mungu Nairobi, put me on Kenya Airways. I'm not on Jambo. The kingdom is quality. Na lazima tufikirie njia za kuleta uchumi ndani ya nyumba ya Bwana. Na hiyo strategic plan must also trickle into your home, where you sit with your wife and children and you plan for the year. Nikileta hii, tutafanya hii. Ndio wewe uweze kuleta pesa kwa nyumba ya Bwana. Nilihubiri last Sunday nikaambia watu kwamba ukiona Malaki anasema leteni fungu la 10 katika nyumba ya Bwana, because askofu, in terms of being blessed, hata uende kwa ingolo mose kuomba na kufunga, eti unafunga ubarikiwe pesa, you are wasting your time. Kwa sababu mambo ya Mungu iko na principles na pia kuna mafomula. Si unasema Bwana ninaombea pesa na wewe ni mchoro. Bwana naombea pesa na wewe ni mvivu. You will die a poor praying intercessor. Lazima ujipange strategic plan. It must trickle into your home. Ndio ifanye kazi hapa, because watu wakiwa wamebarikiwa na pesa askofu, tunaposema leteni shilingi 10,000, tunataka watu 10 wa kutupa 10,000. Na watu wasijalala pesa. Na hata kama na nao wale kuma falsa mpaka market tulizo nyingine. Finally, as I finish my remarks, one day niliambia watu kanisani we needed 10,000 ya kubariki mchungaji. Somebody akasema 1,000. Then after a while the same person akarudi akasema, mtu wa Mungu nataka uniombee for a motorbike. Nikasema huyu hesabu yake ni ya rivers. Kwa sababu kama wewe hauna imani ya 1,000, lakini sasa kuombewa unataka ubarikiwe na kitu ya 100,000. Your faith haifanyi kazi vizuri. So we must believe God for small things and for great things. Knowing that our God is not broke. Knowing that our God is not Uhuru Kenyatta. Knowing that our God is not IMF, but He's powerful and He has the kingdom. He has the silver. He has the gold. And when we launch the strategic plan, we are committing our ways to Him. And God will establish what we commit to. That is very powerful. Na hiyo poverty mentality toka ya kule Mungu. You don't just come to church nili ngondo mufuko okunjire tata ingumi no chenda kalashi wala wala zisanga mnyarulu. You don't do that. You don't do that. You must have something good. Ukitaka kubarikiwa uwe na noti ya 1,000 kwa mfuko. Work very hard and bring to the house of God 1,000. Na unasema mimi sina, lakini nikiangalia akaunti yako ya simu ya Safaricom, umetumia airtime 1,000. Tithe yako unapeleka Safaricom na Airtel. Na chenye unafanya hatujui, you don't even have business. Ni moshene. We must be very strategic as the strategic plan in our Christian walk and our Christian plan. Naona roho wa Mungu ananishika hapa. Hallelujah. Hapo najua Mungu mbele wala hallelujah. Na shendo chini kwa nani? Bas, mimi nimeunga mkono askofu.
I'm blessed to say thanks to God for the fact He has taken this diocese, that today we are launching a strategic plan for the diocese. I want to say it's a great day for us, and we shall walk with it, and it will guide us even after the local church. Thank you so much. Be blessed. I'm Leikana Dina Nyangweso.
Thank you. Give the Lord a big hand clap for Leikana Mama Dina Nyangweso, the chair of the House of Laity. Chair, House of Clergy.
I want to say that, Bishop, we appreciate the vision you have for the diocese that will be reflected through the strategic plan that is being launched today. I want to say that on behalf of the clergy, we shall support you to ensure that you achieve your dream for this diocese. I want to say that God was the first planner in Genesis when we read about creation, and as we emulate God was a very good planner, we cannot succeed as a diocese without planning. And so my challenge is that as the Bishop launches the strategic plan today, let us make it fruitful, because launching is another thing, but making it practical is another thing. So let us make this strategic plan practical so that the Bishop can achieve his dream for the diocese. May God bless you for those few remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair, House of Clergy.
Failing to plan is planning to fail. And that's why we are here as a diocese today to prepare our plan. And we are preparing our plan in form of diagrams, in form of statements. And these statements must lead us to the future. Therefore, as we sit here, we should be able to come up with a plan. Going through the strategic plan, you'll find that, as our preacher today has told us, the plan is actually meeting all the aspects of our life. That is the economic, the development, and also the social, which includes the spiritual growth. Therefore, as we plan, as we implement the strategic plan, let's actually focus on those different areas. And you'll find that these areas are reflected in our schools, because we have our A.C.K sponsored schools, and we also have our hospitals, we also have our training institutions. And one thing that we should have in mind is that we have the houses. Major talked about building houses, and that's part of the social infrastructure or social welfare that will take care of us as a diocese.
This is the day we have been waiting for. It has been a long journey. It has been a tiresome moment for the task force and the office. I want to thank our bishop for spearheading this vision. I want to sincerely thank the task force whom we partnered to make this day a reality. Members in the House, the unveiling of this document today, 2020-2024, marks an important milestone in the growth and the development of the diocese. Somebody said, and somebody said earlier, that if you don't plan, you plan to fail. This document is going to give us a vision that we are going to walk from today to 2024. It's a wholesome document touching our spiritual life, our infrastructure, our social life, our governance. We have 4 pillars in the document. When we read it, we will understand where we are and where we are going. Members, I want to call upon each and every one of us that if you have the opportunity to read this document, read to the fullest, listen to the voice of God, because the diocese is raising a voice of reason to all of us, that we may reason together, walk this journey together, and support the vision. We have tried as much as we can to put all the documents in the document, the success story, where we are aspiring to go, especially the biggest project that we have that's going to cost us 500 million shillings. To me, if we put God first, it's going to be a reality. My request is, when you plan, you get focused to the same plan. Now the focus is on Archbishop Onang Conference Center. Let us avoid to come up with small other projects to interfere with realizing the project. If we get focused, if we get committed, we are going to walk the journey. As I end, I pray and trust that with God's guidance and support from all stakeholders, we shall be able to accomplish whatever has been outlined in this wonderful document. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, for those who are meeting for the first time, my name is Peter Koyo, the branch manager in Kakamega. I believe I'm coming here for the second time. The other time we discussed a few things, and most of it has been great. We are happy for that. I want to thank you for the support we are getting from you, and I believe in partnership we'll be able to really scale it up.
I'm very honored today to start here. As Peter has said, we are not visitors now, we are partners, and it is good to speak the truth. The strategic plan is money. It is good to speak the truth, because the truth will set us free. The strategic plan is money. You see, Jesus said, if anyone wants to build a house, you sit down first, count the cost before you start. My question is, the strategic plan, what is the cost? Do you do the costing? How much do you need to implement the strategic plan. Because one item in the strategic plan has been mentioned, it is costing about $500 million. Did I hear that? Yes. That is one item. But the strategic plan is not carrying one. I have it. I've gone through it. And I know it is only for those people who are courageous. And our preacher of the day talked about the burden. It's not about the burden because we have been really given the money by our God. It is up to us to enter into our pockets, remove that God has given us, and implement the strategic plan for the next 5 years. For us, we are just here to assure you, you need the money, He has the money. Are we together? Peter is allowed by Central Bank of Kenya to give one client. If he called A.C.K. Diocese of Maseno North one client, he is the only manager in this country allowed to give one client 16 billion. Are we together? Equity Bank is the only bank, that is what I'm meaning, in this country, which can give one client 16 billion. And Peter can give A.C.K. Diocese of Maseno North 16 major. Are we together? 16 billion. You need it, we have it, we can give you. Sasa ni leo 1 billion tufanye kazi ya Mungu. Strategic plan is money. Are we together? Yes. And our work will be very simple. Preach the gospel of 10 shillings. Somebody talked about here, money going to the air. That is why it is called airtime. Bet with God, because He has said, test me and you can see. That 50 shillings that you bet, 100 shillings that you bet, Mheshimiwa ameenda. Lakini ameongea maneno ile mzuri ya kuishi. Test God with that 1,000 shillings. At a double. This is the year of double. How many people will bet with God this year, 2020? We will test God this year, 2020. And we'll do this one. I can assure you, we have the money, we'll give you the money, we just want that 10 shillings. We just want that 20 shillings. We just want that money, but we don't want it at the end of the week. Please give us that money every day. Sasa ni wakati wa kuamu. We have prayed for the Holy Spirit and not for the preacher. We are praying for the Holy Spirit. Let the Holy Spirit touch each one of us. Tomorrow is Sunday. We do what? Tomorrow is Sunday. We preach this gospel in our respective parishes. So that come Monday, all of us will wake up and we continue, because strategic plan for me is money. With those many words. You know, I came all the way from Nairobi, arrived here at night, but the Holy Spirit told me to tell you that. So that when you go back, but we need that little money that you are calling little. To God, it is not little. Thank you. God bless you.
I am glad that we've seen the light of day of the strategic plan. When it was muted at the Maseno hostel, we were discussing with the bishop and we were discussing the strategic plan for the Maseno hostel. We did not realize that one day it will come to pass. I'm glad that the committee, the task force that worked on it, did a marvelous job. Thank you very much for accomplishing what we had really visioned. Thank you, the bishop, and we shall support the implementation of the strategic plan. Asanteni.
My name is Edward Khamala, and I work with Strategic Management Firm Limited, and I appreciate God for the opportunity again that He gave us to shape the idea that the Lordship Bishop has. You know, there are two places in someone's life that he or she cannot allow you to touch, and that is the brain and the heart. So for the Bishop to allow us to touch his brain and heart in the processing of this strategic plan, it meant that he really trusted us so very much. And so we really, really appreciate you so much. And now, maybe in conclusion and the challenge to the implementers of this document, the steering committee, the implementation committee, and to the membership, I want you to tell you these words. There are three types of people in the world. Those who think, but they never do. Those who do, but they never think. But those who think and do. So be the last category. Think and do. God bless you.
Thank you. We give the two a big hand clap. Thank you for the good work, your support that make us come up with this film.